Something a little bit different today, a little bit of body weight strength, and then we're gonna stretch. Good morning, good morning. Still trying to connect my AirPods. Barefoot, so I'm gonna be barefoot. We are doing strength, so we're gonna do just some body weight stuff, kind of like in circuit style. Actually, it's timed. So we're gonna do some lunges, some push-ups, some squats, just with body weight so you can feel it, the triceps, some glutes, and some other stuff on our hands and knees. We're gonna go through this about 3 times, and then we're gonna stretch with some yoga. Good morning. I see a person. Fridays have been slow, guys, so I'm going to be seeing about possibly alternating them every other Friday. I know some people do them after, or possibly swapping Friday and Saturday sometimes. So we will see, but just stay tuned for that schedule. As we wait for people to pop on, we are going to get going. And I'm going to pick my playlist. Okay. So while we wait to see if anyone else pops on, you're just going to do some nice, easy neck rolls. We're not going to be warming up too long here because this body weight circuit is going to warm us up. Take your hands behind your back and just hold it off to this side. Take a big inhale and exhale, let it go. Roll back through the other way. Take a big inhale and exhale, let it go. One more time, all the way through the front. Pull down that shoulder. Look into your armpit this time on that side. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Rolling back again. Looking in through that armpit. Take a big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Good. Roll those wrists. Good morning, guys. Just starting. I got a couple people. I love Fridays. All right, so if you're just popping on, I was saying Fridays are slow these days, but people are going to be sad they missed this one. All right, to start off today, we're actually going to go right into the workout. It's like a body weight warm-up anyway. I have a timer on for 35 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. So the first exercise, if you have somewhere where you can put your back foot up onto, we're gonna be doing these split lunges without any weight, okay? They're actually called split squats, but I always call them lunges because they're a lunge. All right, so we're gonna go through this 3 times. There are 8 exercises in total, okay? And I want you to just think about, you know, if you've got your bare feet today, that's what's recommended. Just think about your feet into the floor, think about your good form and using the muscles, okay? So I'm gonna start with one foot in front, the other foot back and elevated. Make sure when you're doing these, you guys, that your foot isn't behind your other foot on a tightrope, that you're on a train track, okay? So find that position where it feels good for you to lunge here, okay, with your back foot elevated. It can be on the back of a stair, or it can be on the ground, okay? We're gonna do 35 seconds starting here. Getting ready, no weights. 3, 2, and 1. Hands just can be here, they can be on your hips, whatever feels good, but I just want you to push slowly. 35 seconds is not very long, but I just want you to focus on the form. When you don't have weights, you can really focus on your posture and you can focus on the muscles that you're using. So push through your heel on the floor as you go down, lunging slowly here. It's not going to take long to warm up with this body weight circuit. 3, 2, 1. We're just going to switch to the other side, so make sure your foot is not on that tightrope. Get in a good quality position for your balance. Square off those hips. 3, 2, 1. Spread those feet on the floor, so spread those toes and think about what you're using. So you're sitting into this hip and you're pushing through that heel, connecting your heel to your glute. Breathe. Nice and easy. easy. We're gonna go down and up a couple times here. So we're gonna go down to do push-ups, come up to do squats, and then come back up again. Squeeze 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you're gonna go down. If you have your Bosu and you want it, it's 35 seconds of push-ups from your feet or your knees. And you can put your knees on your Bosu. Hands are wide, let's go. Push-ups. Okay, so I'm showing you knees elevated. Push-ups for 35, it's short. We're gonna come up to squat, and then we are going down again to do triceps. Breathe. Squeeze and breathe. Three, 2, 1. So you're gently coming up. You're going to put your feet a little bit wide. Okay, so they're going to be like this. You're going to see if you can go down a little bit more than you normally do. 3, 2, 1. So you got no weights. I want you to see how low you can go, but make sure you maintain that back position. I'm going to turn to the side. Okay, and I really want you to get into a low. Oh my goodness. You guys there? I saw internet connection bad. I hope you're still here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going down for triceps. On your knees or your feet. Knees elevated, hands are narrow. Here we go. Down and up. Now, on the Bosu, you guys, it's very tricky. So you might want to come to your knees. Hands are narrow, elbows are in. This is short. We're just going to keep switching. I'm watching my screen to make sure you guys are still there. Are you still there? I know it cut out. Triceps. 3, 2, 1. You're going to flip over onto your back, feet elevated. Glute bridge, feet elevated, guys. Here we go. Squeezing up and down. Squeeze. Roll those shoulders. Thank you, Colette, for answering me. Squeeze it up. It's a little bit of a ghost town on the other. It's harder, it's weird for me. Like, I know you're there, but when I don't have as many people, I'm like, I hope they're okay. Push your hips up. Squeeze at the top. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a different one, you guys. You're going to put your feet apart. You can do this with your feet on the ground, and you're going to lift up with your knees apart, pushing your feet into the floor. This is hard. 3, 2, 1. So you're going to be here. You don't have to have your feet elevated on this one. You can keep your feet on the ground. Okay, so you opened up your legs. You're squeezing this way. It's a little different. Knees apart. Squeeze. Up and down. Hold it at the top. See if you can really feel that squeeze. If your groin and hip flexors are tight, this is trying to just get them to open up as you squeeze your bum. 3, 2, 1. You're going to come to hands and knees. Hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. What I want you to do is lift up your right leg, kick it behind, and I want you to tuck it in, knee towards your nose. Kick it back. Knee towards your nose. So I want you to kick with your heel, find your glute at the back, come in, find your core in. Kick. And in. Okay, so I want you not to arch your back. I want you to keep your core engaged. This one's actually hard. If you do it properly, you will really feel it. Kick. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Maybe do a cat-cow in between, you guys. Getting ready with your other foot. Left leg. Kick it back. Find that solid support. Tuck in, knee to nose. Kick back. In. We're going to change these last couple ones on the next one into different core exercises. Kick. tuck in, and kick. After this, guys, we're coming up to that squat, split squat, or lunge. Kick with that heel, find that glute, tuck it in, tuck and hold. 3, 2, 1. Coming up, foot elevated, going right into it. Find your stance. Shoulders over hips. Here we go, square off those hips. Down and up. Okay, feeling the body warm up. Good. I can't look at you when I'm doing this because I have to focus on my balance. Good. Hands on hips I like because it makes my hips stay square. Focusing on bending in through this leg. Don't come forward, come down. Down, not forward. 3, 2, 1. You're switching to the other side. Make sure you're on a train track, not a tightrope. Okay, pull your hip back, hip forward. 3, 2, 1. Weight is in the heel. Spread those toes. It's nice to feel the floor with those bare feet. Down and up. Good job. Breathe. Push-ups coming up next. Nice and easy here. Control the movements. 3, 2, 1. You're going to take it back. Now push-ups from knees or feet. I really enjoy knees on the Bosu. 3, 2, and 1. Hollow out your upper back. Lead with your chest. Keep your hips high. So you're coming down as a unit for those push-ups. Elbows go back at 45. Hands are wider than the chest. Wider than the shoulders. Breathe it out. All the way, we're going to stand back up for squats. 3, 2, 1. Gently coming up. Find that squat position. Seeing if you can go a little lower. You're a little wider. 3, 2, 1. Sitting back and up. I want you to go down and hold it down. Give me a few pulses. Think of your long spine and then squeeze up. Let's pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up. Let's pulse. 4. Stick your bum out. 3, 2, 1. Come up. Down and up for the rest. Down. Squeeze. Find that muscle, the one that helps you come up. 3, 2, and 1. We're going down. Tricep push-ups, guys. Tricep push-ups. Knees or feet. You can put your knees on the Bosu. It's hard. Or you can just be here on the floor with me. Squeeze. So here, if you have trouble, it's knees apart, and you're doing little baby ones. You're not going down very far, because these are hard. Okay, it's hard not to keep your back in the right position. So making sure, spread your fingers, elbows come in. Don't go down all the way. Just do babies. Good, do your best. You don't want to hurt your shoulder. You don't want to sway in the back. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're flipping over onto our back. Glutes, feet elevated. This time, guys, single leg on one side, single leg on the other. So one foot, press it up. Roll those shoulders down and back. Squeeze. Push through that heel if you want. Crossing over that top leg, giving it a rest, or you're using it. You're gonna squeeze that quad muscle. Make sure you're close enough to your Bosu. I find sometimes that's a problem. Squeeze. Don't feel it in your back. You want to feel your core. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Other leg is up. Abs in. Cross it over if you want to. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Push through that heel on the floor. Squeeze those glutes. 35 seconds total. Up and down. Squeeze. Push through that heel. Find that glute. All the way. Keep it going. Squeeze. Good job. 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to a side raise on your elbow. Okay, side raise on your elbow. Bend your knee in if you need it. This is level 1, or both legs out. 3, 2, 1, you're lifting up. Here. Now, bare feet can be a little harder with both legs out. Lift up high. If you need that extra support, your shoulder is bugging you, anything like that, you come to here. Lift. Nice and high. Lift those hips. 3, 2, 1. Flip to the other side. Then we go back to the beginning, you guys, for our last round. Elbow under shoulder. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Up and down. Lift. Make a rainbow shape with that body. Lift. Get up there, lift high. Three, 2, 1. Gently getting up, guys. Last round, if you need water, grab it. And then we're going to go into a bit of a yoga stretch situation. 3, 2, 1. Split squat. Control the movement. Find the muscles that need to be worked. Spread those toes. Find that good posture. Straight down. It's nice not to worry about the weights. It's good to worry about just the form here, focusing. And sometimes you'll find when you do this, you're sore in places you haven't been before because you're really focused on the form, not holding a weight. 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Here we go. Spread those toes, square off those hips. 3, 2, 1. We're going to be so nice and warm to stretch today. I think we are going to feel amazing after this. Good. Slow and controlled. Good. Keep that posture, breathing. Push through that front foot. 3, 2, and 1. We're going down for push-ups you pick. So I'm going to try and do full push-ups from my feet now. Hands are wider. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push-ups. Think about the quality. Good. Keep breathing. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, we got those squats. Feet are wide, toes are slightly out at a 45. 3, 2, 1. Go down and up for me. I really want you to drive those hips back. Drive them back. Chest is proud. Good. Let's go down. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Come up. Go down. 3, 2, 1. Get your bum way away. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Going down triceps, you guys. Knees, very likely for most of us here. 3, 2, 1, baby triceps. So abs are in. Focus on your form. Try and keep yourself a little bit puffed up with that back. Elbows stay tight. While you're doing this, elbows squeeze in, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Flip over onto your spine. Back to the first ones we did, guys. Double leg and then knees apart. 3, 2, 1. Lift up those glutes. Squeeze them up, shoulders back. If you want to do single leg each side, you can. Squeeze up, hold up. Don't go all the way down. We're going to come up and hold these here and do some squeezes at the top. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hold it up and give me tiny squeezes. Squeeze. Come down just an inch. Squeeze up and down. Abs in. 3, 2, 1. Okay? So I'm going to show you without the bow so you can keep your feet on it, but you're going to make this position with your feet and your knees. 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to squeeze up. Okay? From the floor, it feels like you're not getting very high, but it's so good. Shoulders away from your ears. You can bring your feet in closer. You're pushing your feet into the floor and squeezing those glutes up with those knees apart. Squeeze. Good. Squeeze them up. Maybe even getting a stretch through that groin. Breathe. All the way, we're going to hold it up here. Hold. Hold it up. For 3, 2, and 1. Stay on your back. Give your knees a hug. Reverse crunch, guys. So knees are in, hands behind the head. I want you to touch the toes and bring it in. Double crunch or just the legs. Abs in. Tuck it in. Try and lift your bum with your lowest core. So find your pubic area and squeeze and lift. Don't pull on your head and neck. Keep it here. Abs in. 3, 2, 1. We're flipping over our last one, slow mountain climber to finish off. Find that plank. 3, 2, 1. So plank on hands or knees, or elbows. I do that often. Push through your heel. Now your abs are fired up. Keep finding them. Right to the end. Breathe. Keep it going. Stay with me. Puff up that upper back. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Find a downward dog or a child's pose, you guys. Whatever feels good to you here. Pedal out those heels. We're done. Okay. Pause. Grab water. Now we get to do the fun stuff. Okay, so we're going to go back through a little bit of yoga, but we're going to be stretching in between, okay? Here we go. Okay, finding first a nice big downward dog. So spread the fingers, send your sit bones to the sky and pedal those heels. Find a stretch through the back of those calves. Keep your sit bones high. Move around as much as you want to here, but find a stretch by bending one knee and straightening the other heel down. Keep switching. Push through your hands. All right, you're going to lift up. I'm going to switch sides. Your right leg. Open it up. And you're going to swing it through to a high lunge. Okay, so we're nice and warm, which I love when we're doing this now. So, bringing your back hip forward, you're going to find this nice high lunge. reaching those hands way up, and I would really want you to settle in now with those long muscles, pressing that heel way away from you, reaching up with those hands. Take those hands, interlace them, and take them behind your head. Rest your head like a pillow in your hands and open up, and then bend further into this stretch. Find that stretch. Good. From there, you're going to take your left hand down onto the ground, and you're going to bend down and open up towards that right leg. Now, that can be too much to keep that knee up. Then you'll just place that back knee down and open up. Once you're down there, try again to pick up that back leg. Open up towards that leg. Good. From there, this top hand is coming down, both hands on the inside, and then drop that back leg down, heel toe that front foot out, and then come back to that stretch again, turning towards the front leg, much like we do in our warm-ups. Turning towards. Good. Come back to a hamstring stretch. Hold it here. Point and flex. Grab the toe if you can. Tall spine. Inhale, exhale. Fold yourself forward. Round your spine towards your leg. Okay, we're going to do a vinyasa flow. So that means you're coming forward into the lunge. Heel toe your foot away so both hands are on the inside. Come back through a plank. Okay? So you find your plank position. You're going to do a chaturanga or a low tricep push-up where you hold. And then you're going to do an upward facing dog. Be very careful here. Tuck the toes. Come back to a downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So you're going to lift your left leg up. Open it up. Swing through to a nice high lunge. Square off those hips. Reach those hands and make it a nice long stretch to this back hip flexor. Reach those hands up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Interlace those fingers. Put them behind your head and let your head rest in your hands like a pillow. Press through that back leg. Good. From there, you're going to take that hand and put it down on the ground and turn towards your left leg. If it's too much, drop that back knee. Good. Come back up. See if you can find it again here. Good. Bring your second hand down, heel toe your foot away, and find that stretch. Then also maybe turning again towards that leg. Good. Coming back, finding that hamstring stretch. Maybe taking your hand to your toes. Inhale, lift through your spine. Exhale, fold and round your head, everything forward, feeling that stretch. Bend your knee, guys. No hyperextending of those knees. This is not about straight legs. Good. Come forward. Let's put both hands down on the same side. Find that plank position here. Hold it here for a second. Lift up your right leg. Hold. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Lift up your left leg. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Come down to your knees. Do a chaturanga. So tricep push up to upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, go back to downward facing dog. Good job, pedal those heels. Okay, we're gonna go again, this time warrior 2. Right leg comes up. Open it up, swing it through. This time you're gonna turn that back foot in so that you're perpendicular with your feet. And I want you to stretch out. So this is a really good way to get a stretch in through those hips. So just find it here without the arms first. Think of rotating this hip back, pushing into the outer aspect of that foot, and then see if you can maybe stretch your feet a little further than you normally would. You're going to take your hands, reach out to the side, and then get your elbow on the inside of this leg and push it out. And you're going to push and open up through this top hip. Reach that hand up. Push your hips towards me. Press through your feet into the floor. Inhale, lift your spine. Exhale. Good. Let's take this hand over top and reach. Good. You're going to come up and out of this. We're going to bring our feet close together for triangle. So kind of have to wiggle your feet together so you're closer together. You're going to hip check. Feet are the same position. You're going to send your hips back, like give yourself a nice booty check to the other side, and then you're going to bend over. So the key is, guys, keeping your hips in front, sending your bum away, keeping a nice tall spine, and going down. So for me, this is a huge hip opening stretch, side stretch. Open up through the chest. Good, take a big breath. Good, we're gonna go down to the ground. So take that top hand, bend that front knee, come back through your plank. Chaturanga, so tricep push-up to upward facing dog. Tuck the toes, exhale. Downward facing dog. Pedal those heels. Let's do the other side. Left leg up. Open it up, swing it through. Come to high lunge and then open up into warrior two. Foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Spread those hands out. Push your hips towards me. Let yourself lean over, but keep pushing those hips towards me. This back hip, bring it forward. Reach that hand up. Feel that beautiful opening through the front body. Stretch. Inhale and exhale. Bend into those feet. Push them away from each other. Good. Coming up, you're going to bring your feet closer together. Hip check the back of the room. Push your hips forward. Extend those arms. Keep a long body here as you bend at the hip. Push your hips towards me. Reach. This isn't about bending, but it's about lifting and bending at the hip crease. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. Good. Take that top hand down. Come back down through your plank. Hold your plank. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay? You're going to lift up your right leg. Bring your right knee to your nose. Tuck. Push through your left heel. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Take it back. Lift up your left leg. Bring your left knee to your nose. Tuck and round. Round up for 3. Hold. 2, 1. Come down to your knees. Chaturanga. Tricep push up to cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Pedal those heels. All right, guys, we're going into pigeon now. Lifting up your right leg. Open it up. Swing that leg through, right knee to right wrist. Staying up high. Maybe having more length than normal. Maybe you're going to be able to grab this back foot. So I want you to try on both sides. Take an inhale, lift. Exhale. And then maybe switching the grip, switching the hand, and reaching towards this way. It really doesn't matter where you're grabbing your foot, you guys. You can grab all sorts of different places. But getting a stretch through those quads without hurting the knee. Gently settling yourself down into that pigeon. We're gonna hold it here, you guys, for a good 30 seconds. So let yourself head down. Inhale, exhale, let it all go, settle in. Good, take a big breath in. Maybe see if you can let your forehead release all the way to the ground. Bring your elbows out in front of you as support. Inhale and exhale, let it go. One more big breath. Inhale, try to release. Try not to fight it. 3, 2, 1. Gently coming up, pushing through your hands, come back through plank to downward dog. We're just gonna go right into it from here. So pedal those heels again, push through your hands, lift up your left leg, open it up, push through your hands, and swing that left knee to the left wrist. Stay up nice and tall. Send your back knee even a little further away from you. Opening up, maybe reaching, maybe you can pick up and maybe you can just even grab like one of your toes. Good, try to settle in, try to sink into the stretch even though you're supported. Good, switch to the other side, other hand comes down, open up, reach towards that other foot. Only if it's available, otherwise you're settling right down. Good, gently coming down all the way onto the elbows, forehead on the hands or the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go, release into the stretch. See if you can go a little further, forehead to the ground. Release everything. Inhale, exhale, let go of what you're holding onto. One more big breath, inhale. Let it go, hold for 3, 2, 1. Gently coming up, tuck your back toe, take yourself back to your plank. Stay here for a sec. We're going to turn over into side plank on our hand and our feet and lift that top hand up. Lift your hips up. Take your top foot and take it with your toe on the ground behind you. Lift up and reach and stretch, flipping over that plank. Good, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So come back through plank. Go to side plank on the other side. Lift your hand up. Lift your hips. Lift your top foot. Put your tippy toe on the ground. Reach back. Lift those hips. Good. Come back through center. Chaturanga this time, you guys. Elbows in. Tricep to upward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. All right. We're going to just come down into child's pose from here. So knees apart, toes together. Sit your hips on your heels. Forehead on the ground. Reach those hands far away. Take a big inhale. Take an exhale. Let it go. Let's take our hands to the right, our knees and feet together, and bum to the left. So I want you to get a big side stretch here, reaching across your body. Looking up maybe underneath that armpit, take a big inhale and an exhale, release. Just find a big side stretch all the way from the hip, all the way up through the arm. Good, same thing on the other side. Hips to one side, hand reaches across and over, looking under the armpit. Take a big inhale. And an exhale, release. Good. Come back to center, you guys. Push back through downward dog. We're just going to go a little bit more into the hips and hamstring one more time. Lift up your right leg, swing it forward into a low lunge. So you're here. I want you to rotate your back hip forward and come forward into this lunge stretch. I want you to rest your elbow and your hand if you can get it to the ground. I want you to play with rotating that back hip down so your hips are square. So try not to force too much, but if you can now, you're going to lift up your back knee and place it an inch further away and drop and roll that back hip down. Good, then you're going to slide back into a hamstring. So hamstring options are to stay up and fold, or maybe possibly sitting down and releasing into it here. So if you're here with me, my hands are going out to the side and I'm just going to round myself over. I'm going to keep my knees bent as I need to. I'm going to inhale, lift through my tall spine, and then I'm going to exhale and fold. Ha. Now with every inhale and exhale, I will be able to go a little closer down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift. Try to release, guys. Exhale, fold. Don't force it. Just try and breathe. I don't want you to feel pain. Good. Gently coming up and out of it. You're just going to switch to the other side. So the front leg goes to the back. The back leg comes to the front. Find this high lunge with your knee on the ground. And I want you to think of bringing this back hip down. Okay? Support yourself with your hand on your knee, maybe your other hand on the floor. Try and drop this back hip down. Pick up your back knee, place it a little further, so you're turning a little more towards that front leg. Good. Slide yourself back into your hamstring. So you might be here. You might be here, actually. Some of you might be here. If you have your weights or blocks, you guys, this is where they're going to be super helpful. Try, if you can, to sit down on your foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold yourself down. One more breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold yourself down. Good. Coming up, you're going into a side stretch here, into this position here. So, this foot's turned out at 45, knees at 45. Your other foot is out, and you're going to take this elbow and push it into the knee and get a stretch almost into the hamstring again, a little bit more on the inner thigh. Good, then you're going to walk your hands across to the other side, same thing. Push your elbow into your knee, possibly feeling it in your groin. Okay, we're going to go upside down with wide legs. So coming up, keep your feet wide, let your head and neck go. You're going to interlace your fingers behind you, slight bend in your knees, and you're going to squeeze your palms and see if you can let your hands fold away from you, falling away towards the floor. Take an inhale, lift through your spine. Exhale, fold. See if you can let yourself hold it a little longer. Let's shake your head yes and no. Good. Release those hands down to the floor. If you need to bring your feet closer, you can. You're going to walk yourself over to the right and reach towards the outer aspect of that foot. And then you're going to bend your left knee, feeling a stretch, possibly across the armpit of that stretched out arm and the hamstring of the straight leg. Good. Walk your hand all the way across the other side, reaching towards your left and straightening your left, bending your right. Good. From there, you're just going to heel toe your feet together, and you're going to come down into a squat position. You're going to roll yourself forward onto your knees, tuck your toes underneath, take one hand behind the back. We are going to finish off, guys, with some glutes. I want to make sure we make the time for their glutes, but let's do head and neck while we're here. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold that head over. Roll through the front. If you can, trying to stay on those toes, feeling a stretch through the backs of those feet. The fascia, head over, inhale, and exhale, let it go. Good, you're gonna walk your hands forward. You're gonna be on all fours. You're gonna release those toes and tap them on the ground because they're sore. You're gonna tuck your left leg behind your right leg. And you're gonna flare your feet out to the side and try to sit between your feet, okay? If this is too much, the option is this one to be here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into this. You've got both your knees tucked tight and you're sitting down, trying to get your sit bones on the ground. Taking a big inhale breath, you're just trying to let your bum drop to the floor. So feeling it possibly in the top glute, possibly in the bottom glute, it'll just be wherever you are tight in your hips. Inhale, lift, exhale, maybe you're gonna come forward, maybe. This can be extremely intense, so I just want you to sit here till the sensation starts to go away. Maybe it will increase as you slowly let gravity take your bum to the ground. We're gonna take 2 big breaths. Inhale, lift through your spine. Exhale, maybe you're coming forward. Maybe you're just gonna send your chin down to your chest. Release whatever you're holding onto. Take another big inhale breath. Exhale, release yourself down. Walking your hands forward to get out of it, we're switching to the other side. So walk yourself forward. Extend your legs back out, just switch the foot in front. So left leg, then right, and then sit between. Okay, feeling a little bit of a different stretch on the other side. Inhale, lift. I need you to just try and think of releasing into this, you guys, and sinking into it. Good, inhale, lift, and if it feels like nothing, you will start to fold yourself forward. Here. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale, sending your hips far away from you. Fold. Inhale and exhale. Good, walking your hands forward to get out of it, sending your feet back. I want you to just sit down onto your bum, side lying quad stretch. So extending your feet out and then grabbing this top foot and pushing it forward. Opening up into the more intense version of hurdler. So coming up first, making sure you're okay, and then sending yourself down. Release, don't hold on to it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you're feeling a little more flexible now that we've done all that stretching. You can lay down, but I don't want you to feel anything pinching in your low back. Okay, and then gently coming up and out of it, switching to the other side. Pushing your hip forward. Maybe opening up into that fuller version. Tuck your tailbone. Back you go. Good, from there we're going to lie in our spine, the best part. Lying all the way down onto your back, we're going to do figure 4. So crossing one leg over, reaching through the hole, and just settling in. And you might notice that you're a little bit better. You might have a little more length. Take a big inhale and exhale and just release. So it's not about reefing on your leg, it's about just letting everything stretch open. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Maybe rotate those ankles. Maybe hearing cracks and pops. From there, I actually want you to send yourself all the way over. So just keep your leg crossed and see if you can get that foot onto the floor. Take a big inhale. And exhale, maybe grabbing onto that top foot with your hand and feeling an opening into this hip. If you're really tight, you're going to feel it kind of into the top of the hip, into the IT band, or it'll just feel like a very relaxed position. Good. Gently coming up the way you came out, you're going to just switch to the other side, cross the other leg over, reach through the hole, release and relax. Rotate through the ankles, make your feet floppy. Take an inhale, pick your neck up, place it back. Now ironed out onto the mat. Inhale, exhale, sink yourself into the floor. Good, take yourself across and just see if you can almost anchor yourself with this hand above your head and then holding this leg. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Oh, I have a friend coming. Hello. All right, you're going to extend yourself nice and long. So uncross that leg, extend yourself, big body stretch, reach, reach, reach. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Put your hips to the right and your hands and feet to the left, maybe crossing over the top foot, the right foot. Take a big inhale, reach. Make yourself into a nice banana stretch. What are you doing? Inhale, breathe into anywhere that feels tight. Exhale, let it go. Good, releasing to the other side. Hips to the opposite direction, both feet and arms to the same direction. Make a big banana stretch. Take a big inhale and an exhale, let it go. Another big breath, inhale, exhale, let it go. Good, and then from there, I just want you to find yourself Shavasana, you guys. So laying here in corpse pose, I just want you to find some stillness. I want you to feel heaviness into the floor. Don't look at the screen. I just want you to lay here with your head heavy, your chest heavy. Take an inhale, hold it, and then side out. Let it go. Release all the tension in your face. Just let everything release. Finding stillness here for the last couple minutes. Just let yourself sink deeply into the floor. Let all the tension melt away. Feel your muscles melting off your bones. Let the floor support every part of your body. From there, you're just going to roll yourself over into a fetal position. Just pick any side. Rest your head into your arms. Push yourself up. And you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks for showing up today. I will see you guys tomorrow morning if you're up for a workout. We have 9:30 combo hit. Thank you, you guys. I feel amazing. Have a great day.